Okay, guys, all the blowers and dehumidifiers have been removed. The guys came this morning to take them out, and they ran for about 3 to 4 days. And in my opinion, I think the floor is a little bit brighter than it was last time, which means it's all dried out by now, which is really good. But, you know, maybe I'll let you be the judge of that, whatever. But yeah, everything's all good. Drywall's all dry now, floor's all dry, and they removed the flooring in the closet, like I've said that they were going to do. For those of you who are curious, that hose you see hanging from the drop ceiling, that's just the drain hose connected to the cabana's water supply that, you know, we get blown out in the fall when the sprinkler guy does it. You can see it right there. And there's the main shutoff valve right there. You may remember that from my cabana video. Okay, so anyway, and here's the moisture barrier, actually, by the way. I couldn't, a piece of the floor they still got to get out. I think the safe is kind of on it, but anyway, this was the moisture barrier. It's basically two pieces of plastic, and in between the plastic layers are these beads of styrofoam. I think this is styrofoam, and that's probably just to, you know, cushion. That was probably just to cushion the floor a little bit. And you can see the flooring piece right here. Basically, it was the way the floor worked was it was a square. So basically, imagine. Here's a section of two. Imagine that there's two more right here, okay? It was a square piece, and then they were put on what's called a running bond line, which means, you know, you have a square, then you put the next square over, then back and forth, like that kind of a pattern. That's basically how it worked, and I actually didn't show this last time. This plywood right here is actually part of the platform, the raised floor by the window, and you can see the white spots on there that I was talking about. So this was definitely on there when I was painting the walls, which is why the concrete floor didn't have much paint on it. But like I said again, I don't know if we're going to reuse these. I'm guessing we're not going to. It's probably the best if you get the newest stuff possible. And yeah, like I said, floor's all dry. Everything's all dry along here. Go to the workshop again, because that was really wet last time. Yeah, and as you can see, everything is all dried out. Looks good. Everything by the house trap is dry. See, everything is all good there. Dry here. So, thankfully, all the drying or the dehumidifying and the blowers did their job. Everything looks pretty good. We'll go over to the window again, just to show that, you know, this thing has been fixed now for, I think, maybe over a week or so. Just a shot of the pipe again, and as you can see, there is not a drip on the floor. This is just some dirt or whatever. This isn't water right here, so yeah, there's no water right there. But you can see there is not a drop on the floor, and everything is bone dry. And that's exactly what we like to see. So it's good to know that this pipe was successfully fixed. And you can see the, like I said, I think we're going to try to install an access panel here. So you know the pipe can be accessed again in the future should it need to be. So I think that might require the beams maybe be moved a little bit. I'm honestly not sure, but yeah. So there's that right there. So they'll probably get adjusted at some point. And just to correct myself in a previous video, just because you know I'm like that, I had said that this pipe was for the sink, but I'm wrong. This is actually the toilet supply. Because I noticed in my video, you may notice that basin right there, that's the shower. So obviously the toilet's next to the shower, so this is the toilet supply pipe. Whatever, just thought I'd, you know, correct myself, why not? But once again, everything's all dry there, and that's good to see. And since I mentioned the ejector pump a couple of times, maybe I'll give you a show of it. It'll actually be easy to show you because part of the wall that was, this wall was cut out too, I don't know if I ever showed that to you. Part of the wall that was cut out for the base for the window hallway was next to the ejector pump. And just for show, you can see in here, boiler's working like a champ right now. It's heating the basement. The basement heat is running right now, so that's doing great. And yep, there's the ejector pump right there, and there's the window hallway behind where the drywall was cut. So basically, this is the ejection, I think it's called the ejector pipe. This is where the water gets pumped out of. This is a check valve right here. And this is a vent pipe for the tank itself, and that over there is a vent pipe for the where the water goes into the tank, and that's underneath the floor. So you can see how that's all set up. And those two pipes obviously connect to the vent pipe that's on the main drain pipe. So just thought I'd show that to you. Kind of cool to easily see it now with the wall temporarily opened up like that. And we'll go walk over by the couch, because if you remember I said the floor was kind of damp there last time. And we'll just get a shot of it all nice and dry. Once again, everything over here is good. Half wall is okay. Refrigerator's still okay. So, just good to see everything dried up again. Okay. Yeah, everything over here is still good. All this cabinetry is okay. And see, all nice and dry now. The floor is much lighter than it was last time. And in case you're curious, inside here is just the valve for the. There's the main water valve for the house, and that's the old sprinkler valve. We just leave that open, and this is a new one for the sprinkler line. It's a ball valve now, which is nice. And this is just the water closet, as they call it, which remains unfinished. The concrete floor stays exposed in there. Alright guys, and that's basically it. Just a shorter video from last time. Just giving you some updates here and there. I'm assuming the next video is going to be on the repair work that they're going to do. You know, they're going to... I think the order is to fix up the drywall, you know, put new insulation in, and then paint it, then put the floor down, then put the new molding down. I think that's the order, but we shall find out in some videos that I make for you guys, okay? Alright, that's pretty much it, guys. Gave you a little update video. And where we're at is everything is all dry, and it's good for now. So, as usual, thank you very much for watching, and as usual, take care.